Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Grade A Power Plays, top bets, props, picks for January 13th, 2025. Let's get back to what we had earlier. It was kind of an up and down kind of weekend. Didn't really do too much. Could have did a show, but was a little too caught up with things. But they hit a Svechnikov power play. Brent Burns over 2.5. Yes, they were going against Anaheim. Brent Burns ended up with a point. Almost hit this right here, but it just didn't quite go through. And from the night before, Justin Falk with a power play, and then of course with a point. Who did they go against? Columbus. It was a nice matchup. The line too didn't really go out, and then Pittsburgh just killed me that day. So just didn't work out a little bit too much, but was able to salvage something. Let's get back into it today. Don't really have any power play props, but today I'm focusing on the last game of this very short slate. Viktor Arvidsson in the second game back. Well, his second game against his former team. In this game, not too long ago, I would say about, 2 weeks ago, Kings were at home. Oilers did lose 3-4, but Arvidsson did come out firing against his former team. He had a goal, 5 shots, 2 misses. But I actually think it's actually crazy to get Viktor Arvidsson plus money for 2.5. Aggressive shooter, another weapon for the Oilers to have. And that line, too, has been playing amazingly. So I do like, and they did correlate for a goal last game. Vitaly Podkolzin is not on our slate, but if you do go to this game itself, my favorite prop is Viktor Arvidsson. It's now at plus 110. For some reason, maybe by the time you look at this, it's probably gone up. The lowest I've seen this prop is when I got it when it first opened up. I thought something like this was kind of outrageous to not have him. I thought it would be like a minus 115 or something like that. But I've seen this actually get up to minus 122, minus 124, and I've seen it bounce around in the plus 112, plus 114. I got it at plus 108. Right now, as you see this video, it's now at plus 110. I also was curious to see this on FanDuel, and FanDuel even has this at plus 110, but it hasn't moved like how the FanDuel prop has moved. So my top pick of the day is Viktor Arvidsson shots on goal at plus money over 2.5. Like I said, if you think he has a little motivation, and because Viktor Arvidsson, he's a shooter, he's going to chuck shots. I'm not talking about doing a crazy ladder. He did go 5 shots with 2 misses. The only thing is, now this is a line too where Draisaitl has been picking up the tempo. So if you want to go up one more shot, him for 4 shots, I think is in the plus 200 range. Yes, it's plus 285. If you do think that's interesting. And also with that, since I'm thinking line 2 generates so well, a little mini parlay is something that I was messing with before. You could do Draisaitl with a point, Viktor Arvidsson with a point, Viktor Arvidsson to go over 2.5. That gets you plus 327. The line 2, there's a lot of line 2s that has been performing very well. Jersey 2, St. Louis 2, Kings 2 has been playing well now that they moved Fiala and everything, moved Fiala to no down. Oilers 2 has been playing great. So, like I said, if on your sports book you can get Draisaitl, Arvidsson, and Podkolzin to correlate, by all means try to do it. You're not really going to get the power play correlation there with them. Only Arvidsson's on power play 2. Obviously, Draisaitl's on power play 1 with McDavid. But if there's anything you're interested in, I would definitely say this little mini parlay right here. The way the line 2 has been literally they've just been on fire, especially Arvidsson, Draisaitl, Podkolzin. Edmonton 2 has been humming. They've been doing a great job. And Draisaitl has definitely turned up his energy. In the last 10 games, Draisaitl has 35 shots, 8 goals, 5 assists. Viktor Arvidsson, 29 shots, 3 goals, 5 assists. So basically, by those close numbers, they're basically playing off each other, and Podkolzin at least is involved on some of those points. 2 goals, 3 assists in the last 10. But line 2 has been playing great. So if you're gonna do something, I would definitely say my favorite prop of the day is Viktor Arvidsson over 2.5. If you want to do a ladder, that's more than welcome to. That is available. But yes, mini parlay. We're going with Edmonton 2, Draisaitl, Viktor Arvidsson. and for a point each, and then Viktor Arvidsson 2.5. My top prop of the day, Viktor Arvidsson plus 108. Now at better value, plus 110. Like I said, it could jump back up into the 1-teens, maybe even 120. It did get up to 124 and 122, and then it went back down. So as you can see, I did this 9:40 p.m. yesterday when this came out. I was just looking at some props, and I'm like, wait a minute, Arvidsson, that's too low. But it's not that it's too low. It's that I think it's time to take advantage of that. Because like I said, that should be a minus 115, minus 125 in my book. But anyway, that is it. Short video today. Not really much that I like, me personally. I will definitely be back tomorrow with some props and picks. But today's theme is Oilers 2 and Viktor Arvidsson. Thank you for tuning in once again. This is Grade A Fantasy, signing off.